Hey boss, so I was thinking for the first quarterly meeting, we could get John. Boss, you good?
Yeah, good, good. So you know new phones we got, right? Really awesome, saving us a lot of money. The company we got them from, B&H, what did that stand for?
I'm not sure. Did you check the website?
Yeah, check the website. You'd think it'd be there. It's not there. I don't know what to do. It's driving me crazy. Bacon and ham, maybe? Is that, no?
You said it was an IT business?
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be bacon and ham.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was thinking for the first quarterly meeting.
Todd, I don't care about the first quarterly meeting, okay? We got to figure out what B&H stands for. That's what we're focused on. You got it?
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Barbers and hairdressers? That doesn't make sense.
B&H. We make it happen.
I got it. It's boats and...
Every time I hear that commercial, it makes me laugh. B&H is our sponsor tonight. B&H Integrative Technology Services. This is the B&H 320 right here. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here, Signature Esports, and what a pleasure it is to have you all with me tonight as we get things ready to rock and roll, making sure that we have all the volumes there. B&H IT Services, make sure you go and check out their website, of course. That will be B and H, all spelled out, itservices.com. That is where you can find all that information out. You can also go to B&H Information Technology Services on Facebook, and that will be where you can get it. There are links in the descriptions, and it'll be all cool. Go give us a like and follow on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. That's going to be the big one for us tonight. Let's take a look at what we've got going on, because, of course and always, we like to begin things with a whole lot of fun. It was, I like it. It was boats and love it. All right, pole setter tonight, Lawson Peel, first pole in the 2021 season this time. He is driving a number 3 for Drinker Bros Racing, driving a Chevy Camaro Z01, and is the current points leader. Has a win under his belt already here in the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series action. Man, oh man, we're having fun. Douglas out there having a good time. He's getting ready to race, and we'll talk about that young man in just a moment. Give the shares out there. If you have the ability to start watch parties, please do so. I know that Facebook changed some things when it comes to how watch parties are done. So sometimes it's available, sometimes it's not. It's about as confusing as you can ask for, but you don't want to be demonetized. So B&H. B&H, our big sponsor tonight. Let's go over the race info. We are at Auto Club Speedway, California track here, and we're going to run 320 miles. This is a 2-mile track, 160 laps, and new sponsors. I did forget to change one of the logos. I'll make sure to get that done. Down on the bottom left, Bulldog Sports Cars and Collectibles actually went through a name change, went through a rebrand. They were really successful, but they were getting confused with another business, so they went through the legalities of things and became Maximus Sports Cards. And so now you can go to maximussportscards.com to find out all those great products that are out there, and still use that same promo code SETV10 at the checkout, and you'll be able to get some great stuff out there. Remember, go to signatureesports.com, get you an SETV t-shirt or Signature Esports t-shirt. Get my mug on your t-shirt. That'd be cool. Air temperature tonight, 65 degrees here at California, 90% humidity, clear skies, 15-mile-an-hour wind, so very blustery out there. And 93 degrees on the track temperature for Fontana is where they're at, of course. And they're going to get the starting grid ready to roll here in just a moment. We'll start seeing them jump in. There it is. And, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope each and every one of you are having a fantastic evening. We're going to get things ready to rock and roll here. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Definitely a whole lot of fun. Things are moving around, and of course, we were talking about our pole sitter. Take a look at our starting grid. Of course, this is brought to you by Kato's Glassworks. Go to Kato's Glasswork on Instagram and Facebook. You can find out some of that stuff right there. Good to see everybody out there. Broadcast booth sponsor tonight as well. We'll get to them in just a moment. Lawson Peel, the number 3 is your pole sitter, and Brandon Sheridan is going to start there on the outside of that driver. And of course, what a great start it is. Brandon Sheridan doing a great job in that 99. Colin Forster, the number 9, is going to be there in row 2 with Ryan Dixon. Row 3, Austin Bloom, James Oxford as Team SE driver. So Signature Esports has a team in here, of course. Chris Bates, the number 10, Lights Out Esports, is going to be there with Douglas Carlson to his outside. And speaking of Douglas Carlson, here is his car. And I'm supposed to make sure that I give Dominic a big old hello out there, buddy. Thank you for watching, of course. And, cheer on your dad. If he does something wrong, though, you can, give him a little punch in the shoulder for me. Chris Bates and Douglas Carlson make up row number 4. AJ Green, Brandon Banks, that's going to make up row number 5. Chris Roberge, my Canadian friend out there, driving for Drinking Bros Racing, is going to have Brian Double Treble Dublé. He's going to be out there in the number 5 for Drinking Bros Racing as well. Moving on down that starting grid, Ken MacArthur, Daniel Helm, those guys are going to be there in row number 7. Kevin Delia and Kevin Ace, those guys in row number 8. Jake Elrod out there with James Hoskins, and Josh Klinger with DJ Thomas all the way in row number 10. Ricky Williams, Matt Roberts, and big old Cody Anderson or CJ Anderson back there in the number 32. Bringing up the rear of the field, a couple of drivers were scheduled to race today. They had postponed, some weather, some things being all incremented, just some things just going on, just going on. Douglas Carlson, there he is right there. Lawson Peel, though, he's going to be your pole sitter, and he was fast at practice. We're going to see how things are going to rock and roll here and shake up as we get ready to go green here. Red the flag man high above the stands here at Auto Club. We're going to run 160 laps to 320 miles. 7 sets of tire changes, 8 sets of tires total, 80% fuel in these vehicles. And man, oh man, we back to week 3 action for the Signature eNASCAR Series action with the Paralyzed Veterans of America Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. Red the flag man gives him a green. We are off at it. Green, 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 green. Lawson Peel leading them off. Brandon Sheridan to the outside. Fuel strategy, a big key here. A little shorter field this week, so, we might see less cautions as we go around. Not a bad thing. Definitely not a bad thing. Good luck at Lights Out Esports. Time for Brandon's luck to turn around. I would agree. I could see that. And yes, like that, you have finally. I've been fine. Big old up front team. Good luck, says Daniel Green out there. And man, oh man, hope everybody's having a great evening. Already a battle for the lead going on right here. Lawson Peel and Brandon Sheridan. Peel barely leading there, but Sheridan is going to start inching out over the laps. Now we know Lawson Peel already guaranteed to get into the playoffs. He's guaranteed his spot already. And Brandon Sheridan is going to be right there with him if he can hold on to all of this. Maximus Sports Cards, there's the new logo. Make sure you get to the Facebook page. Give them a like for us. Those guys doing great jobs. Colin Forster making moves. He goes around Lawson Peel as Sheridan brings that. I believe it looks like that. Shane, you might answer that. Unisim Racing on his vehicle right there. Very cool. Very good to see you guys supporting that 8 Hill and all those folks over there. Awesome job, of course. Colin Forster picks up second place in the number 9 Napa Know-How. So Toyota leading the field around. There's Colin Forster there. Lawson Peel in third. Austin Bloom, the 24, up front Motorsports. There he is. He is tracking with that 4th place position. Brian Dixon, who started in 4th, drives for Team SE now. He is going to be right there in 5th place. So, picked him up, asked him if he wanted to drive for a team. He said, sure. As long as I can get out there and just drive. I said, you do your thing, buddy. Chris Bates up a spot. He's battling back and forth with AJ Green. AJ Green, we finally got his paint scheme all figured out for us. And AJ Green now driving one of my favorite AC Slater up front motorsports, Trapper Keeper, Saved by the Bell looking things. There's Chris Bates, Lights Out Esports driver right there. He is running that number 10 Toyota Camry. Brandon Banks up 2 positions already. There is the number 88 Rowdy Motorsports driver. Doing good things. Douglas Carlson, he is there off a position, but as a teammate behind him, he and Chris Roberts running 9th and 10th. Chris started 11th and has worked himself there. Another teammate to the Cup Series. There is the number 5 of Brian Double Trouble Dublé, driving the Crown Apple Drinking Bros Racing Chevy Camaro Z01. OCR drivers packing the field behind him. Ken MacArthur there as well. Number 1 of DJ Thomas. Missed last week. Well, he joined last week, ran a few laps, but now he's back in the mix for, I believe, for an entire race this week. So we're going to see this guy who won, and it has guaranteed his way in as well. He won not only, I believe, the Clash, but he won our first race, the Daytona 400. So guaranteed, as long as he fulfilled a commitment to the drivers. Brandon Sheridan still out front. Colin Forster in the draft in this 2-mile track. Track is going to be hot and heavy. I believe Sheridan, I don't know if he was breaking the draft or I don't know what was going on there, but falls in line. The 9 and the 3 all within just a little bit of a closeness here. Here we go. Let's see if I've got the wrong relative up. There it is. There's the gap between the drivers, 0.3 of a second. Forster and Peel closing the distance on Brandon Sheridan, who's led all but 1 lap here as they come around turn 1 into turn 2. Big backstretch run for the drivers as that draft is going to be very important. Lawson Peel to the inside of Colin Forster as they come down the backstretch here. Auto Club. Run, 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 run. There they go. The 3 to the inside, clears the 9. I think the 3 is starting to stretch his legs, and he's going to be catching into the draft of the 99 of Sheridan. And now we might have just a kind of a back and forth thing. Everything's close. Doing good. Jesse Priest, get it, Drinking Bros. Kelly Bloom, loving that 24 paint scheme out there. You flood the hydrate shop. The flood of thy hydrate shall cure. That's awesome. You get some points to spin. That's awesome. I get told to hydrate a lot. That's what I do. You too, packing it up out there. Nice to see a bunch of folks joining in. And make sure you get out there on all the Facebook platforms. We got a Facebook group out there, Signature Esports Live. Make sure you join that, because if you do, it'll be a place where you can post your stuff for me to watch. Lawson Peel trying to track down Sheridan, who's out front. Biggest mover of the race. We've got to take a look at that. Jake Elrod, 5 spots so far. He's got teammate, the 53, Kevin Delia, right behind him. So the 5 might go to 4. Delia up 2 spots. He's trying to make it 3. Trying to go to the inside of teammate right there, the number 14. Farthest dropped off the most. There's my number 15. Drives for Team SE right there. I believe he is on his own strategy. He's going to be out there driving. James Oxford, our Friday night broadcaster with Mason Flippin. He is there to enjoy his day. Trying to go to the inside of the 13 of Daniel Helm. Helm to the outside. That outside line going to be very fast right there. 15 inside. Catching the draft of the 1. 13 up high a little bit right there. There's the 11. Ricky Williams right behind him. Driving a mellow yellow car. Kicking butt, taking news. Brandon Sheridan still out front. Lawson Peel starting to close the distance on the laps, though, as maybe that throttle shoved down to the floor as much as possible. Brandon Sheridan can only pull out so far before that downforce starts to pull away from your vehicle and slows you down on your lap times. Last 5 laps from the drivers up front. There is Sheridan. Lost about, on average, 4 or 5 tenths of a second. And Peel catching ever so slightly each lap. But this lap looks like Lawson Peel went a little higher on 1 and 2. The gap might be a little bit lost right here. you can push on this track. You can definitely do so. Austin Peele losing ground right there. Just a little bit. Brandon Sheridan trying to get a win and to guarantee a spot into the playoffs, into the round of 16 as they continue to go. Dex and Mike Pempere giving shout outs. Good evening, Sunday. Let's do the work. Drinking Bros Racing. Get it again? Every time. That's what you're here for. Love it. You're sorry. That's all right. I like going back and, just accept all. That's what we do out there on Twitch. Appreciate you very much for doing that. But all those things just help out in our grand scheme of things over here. And, you're going to go to the top of the leaderboard here very soon out there on Twitch. So those bits, every bit helps. And say every little bit helps. That's what it is. You get a chance to send stars out there. You can do that as well. Thank you for liking and following. Appreciate you very much. Like the stream. Share the stream out there to all your favorite platforms. I would appreciate that. We all know that we are all in this for the wonderful way to not only showcase iRacing as a platform, but be able to do what we can. There is the 0.5 of a second gap. Oh, Forrester out just a little bit right there. Maybe a little blink going on. Not a big deal. Switch up the dynamic cams. You're going to see a lot of different ones as they come around. The 99 of Sheridan. Front stretch run. Trying to get into the mix is Lawson Peel. And 14 laps in. But he was asking me about tire and pit strategy here. I think it's 28 laps to 32 laps. Don't quote me because on a mile and a half, they got 45 or 48 laps or something like that. Last week, and I was severely off. So I would say 80% fuel, 2 miles. That puts them 32 laps. It's not a bad guesstimation. 32 to 35, maybe if I'm trying to shoot high. But 14 laps in it, and fresh tires seemed to be the key on Peel when it came to getting out there and getting a good qualifying lap. But drivability is always the big factor. How far can you make it work? Ryan Dixon, he is up to 6th. He lost 2 spots, but he's got AJ Green and Austin Bloom. Upfront Motorsports had a great week last week. All 3 of their drivers finished inside the top 5. So they are kicking butt, taking names. Take a look at what's going on. Josh Klinger on the move. He's now the biggest mover of the race. Klinger up to 13th. Tracking down the 97 and has the 6 in his sights. He's got his teammate Kevin Delia in front of him. Kevin Delia up 4 spots. The 6 of Chris Roberge. He is driving the FRL, trying to make sure that he keeps a good line. Looks like that loss of speed on the corner exit of 4 here at Auto Club is slowed him up just a little bit. Robert's trying to take his spot back. He started 11th, and does look like Delia might be making ground on the high line just a little bit. All these drivers coming around, that's what you're seeing. Woo! I love that sound. I will do that, Piercer. I will do it. I will definitely do it. There's a good battle going on right here. And this is for 11th. Look at him go. .53 clear, 17 to the inside of the 6. Looks like that's going to be the lap. 17 is going to slip up into the stream. Maybe try to close the distance on Roberge. Roberge dives to the inside. Sheridan out front still. He's got 0.7 of a second. Austin Peele, there's Colin Forrester. Austin Bloom in 4th. AJ Green in 5th. Ryan Dixon in 6th. Chris Bates right where he started. Still doing a fantastic job. The number 10 car. Brandon Banks still up a couple of spots. And Douglas Carlson, he's trying to get his spot back where he started and get around the 88. We were talking about pit strategy being a big key here. When do we see these drivers come to pit road? Do we have a caution? I hope it goes well too. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Everybody who stops by, make sure that you get it. Make sure you get out there and give everybody a like and follow. All these streamers that follow us, and we support what they do as a community. We do enjoy being a community-minded platform here. And of course, you know, we do a lot of things like right there on your screen, Signature PC Gaming Series. We build custom PCs, and we have staples. We have all kinds of stuff that we have out there. We did it last night on our Twitch and Signature Esports live channel, where we did some card breaks where we went over some 7 packs of Donruss NASCAR 2020 series cars. Found some really good cards out of that, and some drivers and some things of expectations. All things going well. Fantastic little thing right there. Thank you for the share out there. Appreciate you very much. Here they are. They are going at it. Looks like Bloom might be having a little bit of fun, because he's catching up. He's catching up to Forster and Peel. Sheridan still holding that 5 to 6 tenths of a second gap. So these guys are pretty much running the same lap times. They're pretty close to it. So I'll bring that screen up for you real quick. Last 5 lap times, kind of back and forth, alternating back and forth, back and forth. Sheridan 42.46 or 4.76 right there, and if he keeps it around a 42.2 on the next few laps, he's going to be right there where he should be, where he's just hold him off, bite him off. Hard to get to the cars. You see some of the cars getting to the backs on the starts, and it is kind of a big deal. Brian Dixon, like he was going for a pass there. Front stretch run, 48 up high. 33 might have to slip up into place. We'll see how that goes. Dixon doing a fantastic job. Chris Bates closing the distance on the inside. Looks like he's going to lose a little ground to Brandon Banks on the high line right here. So here's a pass for 7th as Brandon Banks trying to clear the high line. Douglas Carlson right there in the mix as well. So the 7 of Douglas Carlson, Drinking Bros Racing, trying to follow suit with the 88, get inside the draft and start pushing them down the backstretch. 2 Toyotas. There's one right there, the 10. And Sheridan out front. Peel really closing the gap here. Have to see how this one goes. Holy goodness gravy. I think in this instance, do you come in when the race leader does? Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All the groups out there, all the Facebook followers, thank you very much. Make sure you give us a follow on all of our Facebook channels. Signature Esports on Facebook. You can go to our YouTube channel, give us a like and follow there. The 99. He's got someone hot in his rear bumper. The 3 of Lawson Peel. These 2 very class act drivers. 99 trying to cut the draft off of the 3. And not really working here as the 3 really closes the gap and into 1 and 2. Lawson Peel following suit. The 2-mile track, it's not the 2.5. It's not a super speedway, but it drives similar to it. Corners are just a little shaved on banking, but they're still high banked, and you can really close the distance at high speeds. Let's actually take a look at that. We're going to see what our speeds are coming around. Here is the dashboard. Bottom right of your screen, front stretch run. The 3 of Lawson Peel staying off the bottom berm. Not really getting into it. Here's Lawson Peel. Here's what Lawson Peel is running. 150. This is old tires, too, so we're going to see how the backstretch treats these guys. Lawson Peel's speed coming up. Yeah, I think that thing is off a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Colin Forrester, the number 9, still in 3rd place. There he's rocking and rolling around the track, sliding up just a little bit, but doing a fantastic job. The 24 is going to be right there. Brian Dixon on the move, trying to get back to fourth place where he started. This is one of his tracks. He is trying to enjoy it. And Dixon having a whole lot of fun. Brandon Sheridan still out front. Lawson Peel, like he's just going to change his line. And there is the 99. The old black number 3, reel him in, says Jesse Priest. He's working on it. He gets there. But I think on the older tires, it's just hard to get to the back of them. Little Jack and Coke, the aerial blimp view right here. Is the 99 still leading? Led 26 of 27 laps. Lawson Peel, backstretch run, starting to close it back down. Into the throttle they are. You know, this is going to be a battle of, I think this will be a battle of pit strategy. Who's going to come to pit road first? That's kind of where I see it. Hitting the white line kind of slows your car up a little bit. Whoop, apologies about that, folks. I was hovering my mouse over something there. So you kind of want to stay off that paint. You want to be just about a foot above the line. As 28 laps in, these guys are green, green, green all the way through. Much better line for both of their drivers as they come back into their respective turns. Speed's holding up as well. You can tell it's a big difference in speed. 177, 180 for Lawson Peel as they come back around. Just race strategy. That's all it is, folks. Kind of digging them as they run through it. We were talking about our broadcast booth sponsor, which I do appreciate, Kelly Poinier. Here is the Poinier Motor Supplies. Go to www.poiniermotorsupplies.com. Area code 509-554-3856. And get yourself some fantastic automobile supplies. That's an AMSOL dealer right there, so fantastic individual and a great guy working on his paint schemes for his cars. Kind of cool. He bought a bunch of them. The 3, the 99 got a little bit loose right there. It looks like the 3 is going to take that one over, and that might be the door closed in just a little bit, but not for long, because we know that fresh tires, and he was fast the first little bit here, so we'll see how that works. Got up into the wall a little bit right there. I want to take a little bit a look at his right side. It does look like he's got a little right side damage right there. There it is. Up into the wall. Little right side on his right front right there. So, man, he was holding on to it, and he had a heck of a run. And the 99 loses the lead. Lawson Peel out front by a full second now. 1.1 seconds as they come around. But Brandon should be able to get that damage repaired over time. It is a long enough race, and especially if there's a caution. Sheridan, let's go. Keep cheering them on out there. That's always good. Keep going. They get all of the Twitch guys out there. Appreciate you guys watching out there. Appreciate all the YouTube folks out there. You guys are absolutely killing it on the views right now, so I appreciate you very much for that. Colin Forrester looks like he's closing the distance on the 99. That's going to be a pass for second coming on. Brandon Sheridan, very class act, very, very clean driver too. So, seeing him out here getting under the wall just a little bit, that does make for, just makes for a little trouble. But no doubt he has battled back from being lapped down. So it'll be a whole lot of fun. A great team, the 9, the 24, and the 48. Absolutely. All these guys, all the team driving around here, everybody's just absolutely phenomenal. Everybody is really come together. The Cup Series, the Xfinity Series has really taken on the Friday and Saturday night limelight. We made that change this season. And the truck series, of course, all that development going on there, and a whole bunch of just fantastic drivers that we have in the series. And we always encourage, if you want to be a part of the series, you just get a hold of us. The season's still young, and you can get out here and drive for Signature, at least for the next couple of weeks, because we do have a commitment of 80% to be able to qualify for the playoffs. But it doesn't mean you can't get out there and race. You can't win, money when we throw extra money out there, or when sponsors do it, and a whole lot of extra stuff happens. We do appreciate it. Lawson Peel getting a lot of screen time. There's the number 3. Douglas Carlson, he's moved back into the same spot where he started. So it's good to see him making moves. But right in front of him, Brandon Banks up 3 spots. Seventh place started 10th, of course. I'm redeeming some hydrates, folks. Hold on just a second. Meaning I'm actually hydrating. Oh, man. Pass for second going on. Or for third. Man, that right side damage is just not going very well for the 99. So hopefully, hopefully he's only got like 10 or 15 seconds of repairs to do. Sheridan coming to pit road, I do believe. Yeah, he's going to come to pit road. Get a little bit, and there are long laps here, so there's a lot of time for him to be able to make this time up, and with him hitting a little bit early, he'll get back out there in a good position if he can get this stuff figured out. We're talking 42 seconds on that, so if he takes his 15-second pit cycle, gets about 10 seconds, he'll still have enough time with fresher tires to get out there and do some good stuff. Can't wait to be able to get back into it. Is that you, Brad? I'm trying to. I don't know why the Facebook group does not show up in my stream as who's talking to me. And on all of the other platforms, everybody's name shows up. That one doesn't. I'll have to figure that out a little bit later. Colin Forrester, 2.2 seconds off Lawson Peel, as he and now Dixon moves up to third. Green looks like he is going to be there with the 24. AJ Green, 48, goes around, teammate of Austin Bloom. And Brandon Banks moving himself up to 6th place now. Douglas Carlson up a spot now. As well, top 10, Chris Bates. He started 7th in that, but he's moving his way back up the field. So that's all good things. James Oxford is just off 1 position. But he's out there to run his race, and I believe he's going to run it the way he knows how. Giving everybody shout-outs out there. Bree, Peel, 2.5 seconds. YouTube is really dialing it up out there. Appreciate you. Kevin Delia, 7 positions. One of the biggest movers of the race. Teammate Josh Klinger, next guy on the list, is up 8 positions. That is your biggest mover of the race right now as things sit going forward. And I believe the 17 trying to clear the 99, 3 wide on the front stretch, as the 17 trying to get himself clear of the 99 to come down into. This is some good racing going on between Klinger and Chris Roberts. Roberts doing a heck of a job. 99 pressure tires going around. Looks like he might have gotten a little bit of that right side fixed. It does look like that. So maybe he got, a couple of seconds taken care of there. 17 of Josh Klinger trying to hold on to it, trying to be there in the mix. Fresh tires of 99. That's definitely going to be a big factor here. Going to try to make up some of that time that he lost without the fresh tires. Lawson Peel still out front, 2.3 seconds, 2.4 seconds. So we'll take the last 5 lap times, according to my timing. There's that. That's those folks. Let's go to Lawson Peel real quick. Peel, Forrester closing the distance just a little bit, folks. I got to take a vocal break. Be right back. Pit road cycle is getting ready to happen right here. There is Lawson Peel. He's coming down pit road. I do believe a bunch of people are going to come down pit road. Colin Forrester, AJ Green, and Chris Roberts is going to stay out. Looks like he's going to lead a lap. And MacArthur going to stay out as well. There goes the drivers. Bears going to have some fun here. Ken MacArthur not far off. Kevin Hayes, Daniel Helm. Looks like they're going to be staying out just another lap or two longer. Well, they're leading. Doesn't mean that they are the leaders at the moment. DJ Anderson, Cody Anderson bringing up the rear of the field. He is doing what he does pretty darn nicely. Chris Roberts coming down pit road, a little off track right there, trying to slow down that 55 mile an hour pit speed right there. And there it is. 60 mile an hour. I think it's 60 miles an hour, folks. There it is. Robert's coming. Anderson coming around. Looks like he's coming to pit road. Lawson Peel, I think he's going to be back in the lead after all that happenings. Brandon Sheridan, he came in on lap 34. He's on 6 lap older tires. Lawson Peel found his way around pit road and came back out in front. Colin Forrester, the 9, in second. Brian Dixon in third. And this is going to be all about who can get those tires back warmed up and try to catch up to this guy right here. 3.3 seconds on his pit stop. He had the longest pit stop, too. His pit cycle was 15.4 seconds. Colin Forrester had a better time at 14.68, and Brian Dixon 14.75. Brandon Sheridan, when he went to pit road, had 4 or 5 seconds of repairs fixed. So he took a little extra time, got that done. But he is running 4th place now, so he's inside the top 5 with just a little bit older tires. So he made up a little bit of that time. Maybe he'll be able to get in the mix. Austin Bloom looks like he's going to be trying to make a pass on him here very shortly. He's got 6-7 lap pressure tires. Came in on lap 39 on technicalities there. So he's going to have an extra 6 laps almost on those tires. Then the 99, he's going to be right there on the back bumper here as you see him roll through. Rolling through the corner. 24 is going to make a pass on the 99 Sheridan. You know, he could battle harder if he wanted to. But I think that right side damage might just have him slowed up that much. At least it didn't damage the radiator. That's kind of what I was looking at there. He could have... If he had gotten a little bit more into the front of the car, it would have damaged the radiator. And we know that radiator problems with iRacing cars, it take a little bit of I don't know how to describe it. It's more like a pea could hit it and tear it up. Colby Hartung, let's go. Brian and Drinking Bros. Absolutely. Double Trouble. Where's Double Trouble? There it is. Running right where he started in 12. Dublé trying to track down Chris Bates off 4 positions. But Chris Bates rolling through quite nicely. Kevin Delia, Josh Klinger, teammates, they're up in 10th and 9th. It does look like Josh Klinger took a little longer on his pit stop, but he came out pretty nicely. Douglas Carlson back to 8th. He was in 7th, but it's only because Brandon Sheridan's still in the mix. Brandon's still doing it. He's still driving that car like he owns it. And so that's all good things right there. Yes, sir. Go get it. Double Trouble says tax out there. Good to see you. 88 of Brandon Banks, giving enough room, trying to clear the 99. I do believe he'll carry enough speed into the corner, but the 99, he does have the draft, the upper line draft of the 48 of AJ Green, who is right here. So I do believe Brandon Banks might have a little bit of fun coming up in his way. Man, oh man, little dynamic TV coming your way. Dixon, says Richard G. Yes, Brian Dixon up to third. There he is. He does have Austin Bloom, the 24, behind him. So we know that Dixon's really good on the long run. And so if these drivers pass him now, there's a possibility that he'll catch right back up to him. And he's very familiar with the drivers he's driving around because he drove with them yesterday. Midwest Days of Thunder. Forrester, Bloom, Dixon, Green, all those guys a part of that over there. It just so happens that I decided I was going to pick up Mr. Dixon for Signature Esports team, and I appreciate him coming aboard, helping us get some points. Lawson Peel, that gap between he and Forrester, shrink. Lawson Peel better on older tires, while Forrester closing the gap 0.8 of a second as they come around. And it might be just that Lawson Peel, I don't know if he's trying to just feather it and save, because we know that the downforce, you need somebody behind you in this track to go a little bit faster, so somebody can catch you over a long period of time. But Austin Bloom, this pack right here, they might be working together to drive to the front. We'll see how it goes. Big run for the 24, 33-48. Those guys inside the top 5. Brandon Banks trying to track him down. He's not far off. He's about 3 seconds off of AJ Green right there. So that might be something in the mix as well. Sheridan still in the draft. So he's still inside the top 10. Off 5 spots from where he started, but that's only because he went just a little bit into the wall, and it was definitely a little hard-pressed for sure. Keep the stream going. Appreciate you. Give us a like, follow, and subscribe on all the platforms out there. It is, of course, that time where I have to turn it over to make sure we mention our sponsors.
If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport, or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
Hey boss, so I was thinking for the first quarterly meeting, we could get John. Boss, you good?
Yeah, good. So you know new phones we got, right? Really awesome, saving us a lot of money. The company we got them from, B&H, what did that stand for?
I'm not sure. Did you check the website?
Yeah, check the website. You'd think it'd be there. It's not there. I don't know what to do. It's driving me crazy. Bacon and ham, maybe? Is that, no?
You said it was an IT business?
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be bacon and ham.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was thinking for the first quarterly meeting.
Todd, I don't care about the first quarterly meeting, okay? We got to figure out what B&H stands for. That's what we're focused on. You got it?
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Barbers and hairdressers? That doesn't make sense.
B&H. We make it happen.
I got it. It's boats and
Oh, it still cracks me up. It still cracks me up. Lost and Peel out front and the B&H IT Services 320 here for iRacing and the signature eNASCAR Cup Series. Paralyzed Veterans of America, Central Florida chapter of the PVACF.org is our primary title sponsor to everything we do for the Cup Series over here in Signature Esports for the signature eNASCAR Series. Make sure that you give their Facebook page a like. I did start a donation tab, and I'm going to do it every week where you can donate. I donated $20 to them this week. I'll try to do that every week. Keep donating to them, and if you can spare it, a dollar goes a long way to help those guys. They help provide assistance in traveling. If somebody needs. If there's no vote, I hear you. Make sure that you get out there and help where you can, because they do a lot for veterans, especially in the Central Florida region. Eddie Hawks, who drives for our Cup Series, he is a part of that, of course, and he's seen a lot of benefit, not only being a board member there, but from being a part of that. Lost and Peel out front. And, of course, big special thank you to B&H Integrated Technology Services. Make sure you go to B&HITservices.com. There's a link in the description if you're on Facebook and YouTube. They provide full-service IT support and consulting to small and mid-sized businesses that may not have the need for a full-time staff, or may just need supplemental help on a project that you may have as well. Go give them a call. They are located in Franklin, Virginia at 30443 Campbell's Run, Franklin, Virginia, 23851. You can email them at info@b&hitservices.com or give them a call at area code 757-613-6383. That's going to be B&H IT Services. Again, give them a call, 757-613-6383. And do us a favor. Tell them that Signature Esports sent you over there. Here they are, Midwest Days of Thunder, getting some love out there. Tax said if there's no boats and hose scheme for next race, he will riot. So congratulations, you've started something there, folks. B&H, I love you. All right. Midwest Days of Thunder, guys. Up front, Motorsports drivers, and now Brian Dixon, part of my team. I'm digging it, folks. I'm digging it. Dixon in fifth. Brandon Banks tracking him down, though. Brandon Banks is on a good move here. Austin Peel out there. 1.15 seconds out over Forrester. Forrester falling off pace just a little bit, and that might change for pit cycles. Very fast for Forrester on the first 5 or 6 laps, and then he's losing a little bit of the draft, and if he falls back out of that draft, he will fall back into that pack. So he definitely trying to stick with the same lap times. There goes Lawson Peel and Forrester right there. You see them both. Driver we haven't talked about, DJ Thomas. We haven't talked about him in a minute. Here's the number 1. He's right there in front of the 97. Ken MacArthur, the 19, running right behind him. Kevin Hayes trying to keep himself in the mix. DJ Thomas, winner of the Daytona 400, drove very cleanly, very smart driver, the number 1. Old Shane Wyatt's number is, now we see the Rowdy Motorsports team owner, team captain, however you want to call it, the 97, Ken MacArthur. He's trying to make a move on the outside. The 19 to Kevin Hayes trying to pick up the draft. Looks like the 1 might clear him here kind of cleanly. But that outside line carrying heavy speed, so I don't know. Something's going to come in. We're going to see that. Go get him out there. I appreciate everybody tuning in. James Oxford got a little bit loose right there. I think it's what it said. He's going around. Oxford came in on pit lap. What did he come in on? He came in on lap 40, so he is on those same tires. Might try to get a good finish out of that inside the top 20. Lawson Peel out front. 1.2 seconds. Forster still trying to hold on to it. He's closing it. Thank you, Mason. Thank you very much. Thank you for redeeming. All the extra fun right there. I do promise I keep up on the hydration. I do this every day. I have to, right? Lawson Peel has got, I believe he's got CJ Anderson in front of him. He's going to be trying to put him a lap down. CJ 2 laps down. I think CJ had to jump to pits for some reason. I don't know what was going on there. We have to find out. Oh, it looks like Josh Klinger more than CJ Anderson. Not Klinger, Elrod. Jake Elrod. Man, I got to get those OCR boys right when it comes to their cars. There is Jake Elrod. He is running in 23rd position. As Hoskins is in 21st at the moment. The hydration, that's right. That's exactly right. You know how many people put in the hydrate? It's 100 bits on. I can't even. I think it's like 4 cents or something is what I get out of that or something like that. It's not that much, but it's still fun to do. I put it up there as the 100 bit mark. So good old Twitch. I do love it. If you do want to be a part of donating to the stream, make sure you go to signatureesports.com. On that main page, there's a big old donate button. It goes straight to our business Facebook page, so you can check that out. I'd appreciate that. So are the drivers because they love it. You don't have to, though. I have to put it out there every once in a while. You know, it's just for the simple fact that occasionally people want to do it. Man, they are running with it. Brian Dixon back to fourth. When I was talking about Brian Dixon being good on a long run, this is the reason why. The 24 passed him, I don't know, 10 or 11 laps ago. Now AJ Green's moved himself up to third. Brian Dixon going around the 24 now. Brandon Banks has picked up the trail with those guys, and now on the long run, there's Brian Dixon, the 33. Doing what he can. Now AJ Green and Brian Dixon, they are starting to close the relative. Let's take a look at what Colin Forrester's doing right now. He is right there behind Jake Elrod. Last 5 lap times. AJ Green starting to close the gap. Come on, Trapper Keeper, you got it. Brian Dixon losing a little bit of ground on the last couple of laps. I think it was because he was going around somebody. He was going around Austin Bloom. So we'll see how this works out in the long run. Brandon Banks really good on the long run as well. The 88 trying to keep himself inside the top 5. He is right there. Very good on the long run. Brandon Banks trying to close that distance. They're about 8 seconds off of the leader, but you know, I tell you what, 8 seconds is that far. We just saw Forrester exit whatever these guys are doing. 24 up into the wall, little wall scrape going on right there. Green and Dixon, 0.7 of a second here at this one as you see AJ Green coming out of the track right there. Starting to close the distance on Forrester is this pack, so, you know, it is what is happening. Dixon pulls within just an earshot of the 48. Colin Forrester, here is the lap times from the drivers behind him. Now, he was right there with Elrod. Elrod was doing what he was doing. Yeah, Pitt's right about, we'll start seeing pit cycle somewhere around lap 77 to lap 80. Everybody came in on 39 and 40 on the last one. Brandon Sheridan, the only exception to that, he came in on lap 34, try to get some of that damage fixed. Forrester falling off pace, 1.6 seconds out of Lawson Peel. Here's a look at it, though. Lawson Peel, his last lap was a 42.43. Here's Lawson Peel. AJ Green, right there on par, 42.5. Brian Dixon, the 33, ran a 42.15 on his last lap, so catching the race leader, and Brandon Banks. So all those guys, in the next 13 laps, have an opportunity, with that extra downforce that Lawson Peel doesn't have, to utilize some of this speed to close that distance. You see him right there coming across the stripe as they come around. 42.27 for Lawson Peel on that last one, though, so a very fast lap there. Only person to relatively meet that, Brandon Banks, the 88, and I believe the 88 is coming. Richard G out there saying pits are coming. Yes, they are. 33 of Dixon trying to go to the inside of AJ Green. I believe this might be where the 88 can try to capitalize. 48 is going to carry heavier speed. High line run. 33 trying to get there. You see the look that they have. Brian Dixon trying to be there. Everybody giving Brian Dixon some love out there. Appreciate you very much. Here is a look from Brandon Banks' cockpit as he drives around. There's the 33. He's going to finally clear the 48. And Brandon Banks to the inside. Brian Dixon trying to hold on. Now Brian Dixon has to hold off Brandon Banks. But Brandon Banks, he's been super fast. 33 is going to come around. Brandon Banks given a lot of breathing room there. I do believe the 48 of Green going to find a front and a back bumper. The 24 is going to be right behind. You see him in the rear view mirror right there, almost upper right of your screen. That's the 24 behind Brandon Banks right here. 48 trying to go to the inside of the 33 right there. The 33 may or may not have burnt up his tires a little bit there. Ooh, nearly 33. Getting out of it. Oh, man. Dixon losing a little bit of ground there. '24 making a charge into this pack. This is a big old pack right here. Brian Dixon may have slightly gotten a little high on the exit, but I tell you what, they're fighting tooth and nail for every spot here. Here goes Dixon to the bottom. There's Brandon Banks. Colin Forrester 2 seconds off, and I do believe Lawson Peel might be pulling away, and because these guys are fighting back and forth, but it's like a game of leapfrog, and they're losing to the race leader. What's the ultimate goal of drivers? Stay as high as you can. Stay out of the wall. 33 getting a run. 48 going to lose the ground. Good exit from the 33. If they just stay in line and run their lines, whoever's the fastest, that's not going to happen. That's not what's going to happen. Lap 72 being completed. Green flag conditions about halfway through the race. And I tell you what, we're going to have some fun. I would just get on the rear bumper of them and shove them down the track. Push, 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 push. Hold it, Dixon says, Richard G. All right. Colin Forrester, he's right there. There's the number 9. Lawson Peel, all these guys. Up here in the top 5, let's take a look. Kevin Delia, 8 spots into 7th right there. Douglas Carlson, right where he started. There is that guy right there. We could probably show driver pictures. I haven't done that in a minute. We could do that. There it is. The vet turned vet, Douglas Carlson, 34-year-old from St. Paul, Minnesota. Has Dominic out there watching for me. And, I'm sure he's having a whole lot of fun watching his Papa Bear go round. Right behind him, the double treble double, the number 5 machine. Look at him go. Holding on. Up 3 spots. Josh Klinger inside the top 10. And Chris Bates behind him. Klinger holding on to 10th place, up 9 positions. Still your biggest mover of the race right there. So he's doing a decent job of getting with it. Chris Bates with Jim, his spotter, Lexington, Kentucky native. 49-year-old driving the number 10, Lights Out Esports, Toyota Camry. Jim is the donkey, guys. We love Jim. Well, the first time that I saw that, I laughed so hysterically hard. And we had to give him a name. Dublé goes around Douglas. Those are teammates, though, so we'll see how they rock and roll. Brandon Banks up to 5th. Does have AJ Green, 39-year-old from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, driving for Team Rowdy. Speaking of Rowdy, if you want to go back and watch what we pulled last night in the Signature Breaks Live, you can find that on Twitch, and you can find it on Signature Esports Live Facebook group. Pulled some awesome cards. Speaking of Rowdy, I pulled 7 Kyle Busch cards, so super cool. Go check that out. Go rewatch it, see what we're doing with that. Changing some camera angles, though, because, you know, we've got to do that. Just reminded me I had to turn my camera off because I was changing stuff. Lawson Peel. There is the 27-year-old from Columbus, Mississippi, hanging out in front of Jeff Gordon's old stand right there. And yep, that was Jeff Gordon. That wasn't, the other guy. Oh, Doug was checking Brian's damage. Well, that's good. Lawson Peel going around James Oxford and a couple of other cars right there. It does look like they are on their own pit cycle. Lawson Peel 2.35 seconds out in front, and now the 15 of James Oxford is going to be right there in the draft. All about where you finish and how you finish. Can you finish clean? Can you get the bonus points for having a 0x all race long and still finish inside the, top 5, win the race? Colin Forrester, the number 9. Driving the Napa Know-How Chevy. You got to tell him to keep that thing out of the wall. Give him some fireball. Oh, the Dublés. That's why we call him Double Trouble, because he's got his better half that, he's the Dublé. AJ Green, 17-year-old. Got Sheridan. Sheridan must have come to pit road because he is fast right now. He did come to pit road. Lap 70 came to pit road, got some more damage fixed, you can tell. As when he came to pit road, he spent 49 seconds on pit road getting that damage fixed. So he is on lap 75. He's 2 laps down, it does look like. So he is driving around getting it fixed. Whenever he goes a race clean, he's got $10 coming. Gotcha. Time for pits. We're getting close. Do believe Brian Dixon. There he is. He's coming to pit road. Here is the 33. Lawson Peel going to stick it out. Another lap. We're going to see him come to pit road probably on lap 80, I would assume. He'll hold on for as long as he can. Colin Forrester up to second. He's going to have the 23 behind him. I think this is going to be the only way he's going to be able to catch up some speed. AJ Green, Austin Bloom coming. Kevin Delia, there he is, the 53 now up to 4th. Brian Dublé up to 5th. He's not checking damage. Look at that. He's clean. It's clean. Oh, goodness. Lawson Peel still out front. There he is, the 27. Now coming to pit road. He's going to lock it down. Pump it up. Race leader coming to pit road. Kevin Delia. Looks like he's coming to pit road. Double trouble. Uh-oh. Double trouble's not done. He's like, I'm going to leave me a lap. Try to. Believe now he's going to be in the lead, but he's not going to lead the lab. Lawson Peel still counts as a lead change, though. Chris Bates. Here's the number 10 coming off pit road, or coming into pit road here. You hear him throttling down. Gonna dig hard into it. Backstretch run. Chris Robert's backstretch run. Ben MacArthur. There he is. Double trouble. Coming to pit road. If he crosses the start-finish line, he'll get credit. He just has to do it before Lawson Peel does. And credit for a lap lead. Yay! Good job, Brian. Lawson Peel coming around. Here's going to be your race leader, Forrester. Pit stops. Peel's just super fast at his pit stops. Right now he's got Sheridan he's trying to get around. AJ Green. I believe Brian Dixon. Something happened. He's slamming around in there. I don't know what he's doing. All righty, let's see what happens here. There's Brian Dixon, Brandon Banks right behind him, top 5 for these guys were driving. Lawson Peel way out front, talking about Brian Dixon, Austin Bloom, these guys way up front, doing a fantastic job driving. Clean race. It's gonna. Every point counts. You bet your butt. Every point does count. If you can't get a race win, well, be inside the top 16 in points. That's going to be the only other way that you can make the playoffs this year. And we got a long race season, 26 races total, including the championship. So it's a long schedule, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's good to see that these guys, they're battling for over $1,000 in cash for the top 3 drivers. So that's going to be it's a big deal. A big deal. We pick up some more sponsors, we'll make it to the top 5. That'll be what we do. Peel, Forrester, Green, Bloom, Dixon. Last car in the lead lap. James Oxford after pit cycles. There he is. To 19th, he's got Daniel Helm in front of him. Daniel Helm driving for Racer Motorsports. Here is Michael Woolley's driver. Toyota of Kevin Hayes, driving the 19. He is in 17th right now. Auto Club is kind of like we were talking about, a mix between a super speedway and a 1.5 mile track. Very flat on the back. Open D on the front. Just very, 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 very nice track. Not my favorite track, but a good track. Forrester very comfortable in second, so last car actually not on the lead lap now. Daniel Helm, I believe he is first car 1 lap down. Kevin Hayes still on the lead lap. Lawson Peel coming around. Forster seemed to be gaining there for a moment there. Now he's really losing. I think he's got no downforce in front of him. That's what was going on. Maybe with some of these drivers behind him, as you see Oxford trying to ask Daniel Helm. Daniel gets a little bit loose right there. Oh, so does James. 15 and the 13 got a little bit loose. We do see that happen though. Lawson Peel, 3.5 seconds, trying to take the next half of the race as smoothly as possible. The guy that I thought was going to run away with it, the 99. Got a lap back, and so now he is out there driving. He does have Still that little bit of front nose damage, but he's in better shape at this point. So it's all good to see. Here it is right here. Oop. All right. Chase, there it is. Still a little bit of right side damage, but he got a lot of it fixed. So that fixes that arrow and fixes that situation. So if it runs green and he runs his pit cycles, you know, kind of on the right cycle, you're going to see this guy climb back in the saddle. Running 21st right now, but still all good things. All right, folks. You know what time it is. We're over halfway through the race. It's just kind of what we do, you know. At least that's what I'm supposed to do. Because that's what I do here, folks. That's what I do. I enjoy what I do. Thank you to B&H. I appreciate what they do. We're going to give you a little bit. I'm looking for it because I had to move it. We had to make some changes, folks. That's what we did. All right. Here it is. Was Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles, now Maxima Sports Cards. Sounds of iRacing, you're going to be coming your way right here, right about now. Actually, we're going to make that a little bit bigger for you folks. There it is. He's got a new logo. It's much more sharp, so I apologize about this. Probably a little disturbing to watch. Anyway, sounds of iRacing coming your way. Austin Bloom there. If you see him coming around the corner, he is trying to do his darndest to keep everybody behind him. He's talking about Brian Dixon being good on the long runs. The 24 is good. Just got to keep himself in the mix. Brandon Banks, he's right there trying to track down that fourth place driver. Colin Forrester had closed the distance on fresher tires, but ended up kind of finding. Debbie Harris out there, psyched to see DJ getting some love out there. Excited to see DJ back racing tonight. Austin Bloom, fourth. Race leader, though. Here's the man himself. Lawson Peel. 3 seconds now. It goes around DJ Thomas. Speaking of DJ, there he is. He's going around DJ right now. And I believe going around the 19. Just trying to get some stuff. There is folks out there rooting you on. There you go. Lawson Peel way out there, though. Put Kevin Hayes a lap down, so 17th will be the driver last one lap down. There's DJ Thomas right there. He is just barely in front of Lawson Peel. Thank you very much, Richard. I appreciate you very much. Appreciate you. 19-year-old from Adrian, Michigan, DJ Thomas, winner of the Daytona 400 and has a spot in the playoffs. All dependent on points and commitment. Of course, we always have to mention that because that's our only, like, you have to race 80% of the races or at least attempt to qualify for 80% of the races. Something like that. The admins have it. You know, we let them do their thing. There's that fine young man. Class Act 2. Very, very nice gentleman. Didn't want to talk to him and talk to him about that race since he won the very first race of the 2021 season. Lawson Peel won the second race, of course. Colby Hartung, you will be extremely disappointed if Brian doesn't win. Talking about Dixon? Nah, Dixon will be fine. Dixon came into pit road on lap 78. He was trying something different on his pit cycle. Trying to get a little bit of... Oh, Dublé. Okay. Dublé up to 10th, though. He's 2 spots. He did lead. So, depending on how pit cycles work, Lawson Peel came on lap 80, I think. Yeah, he came in on lap 80. So, if he keeps with the cycle and comes in on lap 120... he will be able to finish the race with barely enough gas. We'll see how that goes. We're still a little bit of ways. We're about 19 laps away from, 20 laps away from another green flag pit stop here. No cautions this evening so far throughout the race. Thank you to all of our sponsors out there. There's an opportunity for me to chit-chat about them. Thank you to B&H IT Services out there. Go to B&H&D, itservices.com. If you need their services, of course. Oh, man. Richard G. Give some Dixon love out there. Silly Colby. That's Kara. Oh, keep the chats coming. Gonna hit 100 chats every stream, folks. Be cool. 1,000 would be awesome. Oh, man. Brian does well, but he's still going for a win. Everybody does. Everybody goes for it. I hope everybody goes for the win. Right now, Douglas Carlson, last car in the lead lap in 16th. I think that is all due to pit cycle. I think that's what that has to do with. It came in on lap 50. Stayed a little bit too long, maybe losing a little bit of traction. DJ Thomas on a move. Douglas coming to pit road. What's going on with Doug? DJ Thomas up to 15th. I believe he's close to. Maybe you can show him how it's done at Wolfpack Racing. Kobe Hartung out there. Oh, man, oh, man. Kevin Hayes, back to where he started. He's a lap down, though. DJ Thomas, last car on the lead lap. He is going around, folks. He is moving to the front. Look at him go. 5 spots. Started 20th. Biggest mover of the race. Still Josh Klinger. You're on the move. Next biggest mover, Matt Roberts. Tied for that position. Up 11 spots. Started 22nd. Josh Klinger started 19th. Man, I hope you're having a great evening out there, folks. It's been a nice one here. We're about almost 45 laps to go. Lawson Peel continue to move forward. Pretty uneventful race. I don't even get to give out a helicopter award. Maybe at the end. Maybe. Colin Forrester in second, 3.5 seconds off. He gained about 1.5 seconds after that restart, but I'll tell you what. AJ Green in third, 12.5 seconds off of race leader. Brandon Banks finding every spot that he can, up 6 spots, started 10th, and trying to finish inside the top 5. Brian Dixon, he went all the way back to 7th and is now back to 5th. Well, I'm telling you, the long green flag run is this guy's forte. 24 of Austin Bloom right behind him. Brandon Banks. Take a look at the last 5 lap times for that driver. The heck of a gain on lap 104. I was going to look from AJ Green to Brandon Banks. Sorry, folks. Brandon Banks falling off just a little bit. AJ Green going around. He's in third. Forrester in Upfront Motorsports. 2 drivers inside the top 3 right now. Colin Forrester. Teammate AJ Green gaining on him. Almost by like a full second. He's 8.6 seconds off. Brandon Banks going around James Oxford right there. Oxford in 18th place. Oxford started 6th. Is what that says? Yeah, started 6th. Brandon Banks up to 4th. Brian Dixon in 5th. See what is going on with Mr. Banks and Mr. Dixon. Dixon just ever so slightly gaining on that one. What's Austin Bloom doing? Ever so slightly gaining on the 33. What's Austin Bloom got? Delia ever so slightly gated. Everybody's ever so slightly. Oh, Klinger falling off pace from Delia. Chris Bates was gaining on Klinger. Now Klinger is gaining on Bates, so we'll see how that goes. Chris Bates. Matt Roberts ever so slightly, but I believe Bates was pulling away for a little bit there. Bates inside the top 10, doing a great job. Matt Roberts going around Mr. Dublé. Picking up the top 10. Brian Dublé in 11th. Ken MacArthur trying to get himself inside the top 10, following suit with Brian Dublé. You see the lap time relatives there. Ken MacArthur has Ricky Williams, the 11. Wicked moves. DJ Thomas was gaining on Ricky Williams, and now Thomas falling back just a little bit. Robert's last 5 lap times comparative to Thomas, a little bit slower, so maybe some old tires going on there. Robert's to Hayes. Hayes not doing too bad. Daniel Helm out there running his line. Kevin Hayes. Daniel Helm starting to pull him in just a little bit there. Lawson Peel to Forrester. That's your race leader right there. Colin Forrester to AJ Green, teammates there. With the 9 trying to cut off any part of the track at all that he can. Let's see what AJ Green pulls in on this lap. AJ Green almost a full second gained in the last 2 laps. We're losing 0.2 in 109. Ooh. A little bit of love going everybody's way. Man, I tell you what. Pit cycles really changed things. Biggest mover of the race. Top 10 for Brian Dixon. Or not Brian Dixon. I was looking at Brian Dixon's name move. Apologies about that. Matt Roberts. There he is. Matt Roberts inside the top 10. 12 spots. Trying to get those points for the biggest mover. I think that's what he's doing. Chris Bates finds himself back inside the top 10 again. As we definitely see him. He started 7th, and so he's back to 9th. But we saw him all the way back to 14th at one point. But here he is. Matt Roberts really gaining on him, though. Let's follow along with Chris Bates and see what's going on with his laps here. Does have a nice draft from the 14 of Jake Elrod, so we're going to see how that's going to work for him. Maybe a little saving going on. Maybe. Just maybe. Chris Bates, this lap time, it looks like a good lap time. Robert's closing the distance, though. We haven't done it yet. Fastest lap of the race. As I'm scrolling through the list here. This guy right here, 40.49. Fastest lap of the race. Oh, I can actually show that now. They added it. How cool is that? All right. There's that. Make sure the logos are showing because we want to make sure everybody gets credit for being a part of what we are. Best time. Colin Forrester, 40.49 is the best time on the list there for him. Better than Lawson Peel by 0.3 of a second. Of course, that's in the draft, I'm sure, but still, you know, Lawson Peel was in the draft for first 26 laps of this race. Just saying. Oh, man, there's the gap. Lap time's coming up. Lawson Peel right now on 116, still leading here. No doubt he's going to have, most laps led. That'll be some bonus points for him there as well. Lap 117 being completed in green flag conditions. Quite possibly might be seeing him come in at 120, maybe a little bit before, maybe a little bit sooner. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. We continue to move around. Apologies about that. I had to take a small little break here to talk about something in my house. It was a little awkward. Moving on through everything. Lawson Peel still out front. Hopefully everybody out there is having a fantastic evening. Good to see you all doing what you do and having a great time doing it. Peel, Forrester, Brandon Banks, Bloom, Delia, Klinger, Bates, Roberts, Dublé, Williams. That's going to be all your top 10 right there. So as things continue to move around, maybe some strategy coming in, maybe not. Let's take a look and see what we've got going on for sure. Colin Forrester and Austin Bloom, they're coming to pit road. Yep, they are coming to pit road. Do believe Brian Dixon went to pit road already. So he's going to be out there trying to catch up some of that time. Coming on lap 117. Lawson Peel coming on pit road now. Brandon Banks to pit road. Kevin Delia coming around there. He's coming to pit road. I believe everybody's coming to pit road. Daniel Helm. Going to try to pass everybody. Here's the 48 of AJ Green. Came to pit road on lap 117. He's going to try to push it the 43 laps that it takes. Chris Roberge still leading him around. Bates, technically a race leader. There he is. He might get I think he's going to get credit for a lap led here. Dublé coming around. MacArthur coming around. Lawson Peel. I'll be back up in it. Lawson Peel comes in, takes his final sets of tires on lap 120. It's back up to speed and completes lap 121. Technically 122, as this is going to be a long lap 122 because of the way pit cycles work, folks. Colin Forrester out there. AJ Green into third. They're a little bit closer this time. AJ Green came into pit road on lap 117. So did Brian Dixon. Austin Bloom. He still hasn't been to pit road. No. That's not right. Austin Bloom's been to pit road already. Yeah, his lap times. Oh, DJ goes around. DJ Thomas goes around. Just trying to see it there, folks. Didn't show any contact there, but he did go around, but he looks fine. I think he was just coming off pit road. I think he looks fine. He didn't look like he has any damage, so maybe just a little bit on the tires there. Catching up to Douglas Carlson. Douglas Carlson, I believe, back on the lead lap. Not yet. Carlson right there in 22nd place. Came to pit road on lap 102. He was getting some stuff fixed. Lawson Peel. Brian Dublé there. Brian Dublé trying to get his lap back. Lawson Peel 7 seconds out in front of Colin Forrester now. AJ Green falling off pace. Austin Bloom came to pit road a little bit later. I don't know why it did that. It's a little weird that it did that. Maybe he blinked. Did he blink on me? He might have. I don't know. Who knows? There's a 24 coming around. I don't know when he went to pit road, folks. He came to pit road on 79. He's only been to pit road twice. That's not true. Oh, man. All right, here's we're going to put the gap up for you so you guys can see the gap. That'll be most important to you right here. There it is. Lawson Peel 8 seconds out in front of the field. And we're coming down to it. We are in the last quarter of the race, and it's getting busy. I think once everybody got out there and then just kind of, hey, just tuning back in, did Elrod go a lap down? Elrod, how did it? Oh, just by getting past. Mason, I hear you. Alrighty, we'll get rid of that little logo for you. Keep those ones up there. He just got drove, just through pit cycles and getting driven around. I think he's just kind of taking it easy. Some people, they can drive the mile and a half. Some people can drive the short tracks. Some people can drive the super speedways. The intermediates, they're sometimes just a little bit difficult. Dakota Wilson giving a go. Klinger out there. Klinger's inside the top 10. Roberts, I think, is still tied for the biggest mover of the race. Actually, I'm going to move that over real quick so I can see what's going on. Hey, Josh Klinger's still up 11 spots. Got one driver he can try to go around. Be his teammate, Kevin Delia. He would tie for the biggest mover of the race with this driver right now. Matt Roberts inside the top 10. 38 seconds off the race leader, Lawson Peel. Who would have thought? Thank you for following Ryan Newman, 2021 champ. Appreciate you. Big fan of Ryan Newman. What a good guy. Lawson Peel. Brian Dublé behind the race leader. Dublé, I believe. I think he's 2 laps down. He is. First car 2 laps down. Trying to get back around Lawson Peel. We're just going to sit there. I mean, got to do what you got to do, man. Got to do it. Lawson Peel out front, 10.2 seconds. AJ Green starting to catch Colin Forrester a little bit at a time. I think that is partly due to maybe a little bit of lap traffic going on there. Brandon Banks inside the top 5. He is running away with it too. Austin Bloom right there within eye shot of him. They're trying to get up there to take the next 29 laps. Green, it's around the 23 right there. 23 of James Hoskins driving the Toyota. Brandon Banks goes around. The 24 is going to be right there. The 24 came to pit road sometime between 79 and 120. Just saying. Hoskins doing a great job. He's only a lap down and driven a clean race. The 23 driving the Tracker Toyota. Only driver in front of him is going to be DJ Thomas. DJ Thomas leave a lap down. Ricky Williams a lap down now. Matt Roberts' first car not a lap down. Ryan said he just wants TV time. He's been getting it. He got around the race leader. Dublé back on the lead, back a lap up. Look at that. Teammate, got to finish. Teammate going around a teammate. I mean, he's only a lap down now. Okay, so he gets a lap back. Ryan Dublé does. He's running 17th in front of Jake Elrod. Gonna go around James Oxford. You know, I mean, what did Dublé came in on 121, so he's got some team orders. Got to give him some love. Ryan Dublé, Lawson Peel, teammates. Maybe that gives him a draft as well. I'm just saying. Colin Forrester in second, being caught by AJ Green. Quick, fast, in a hurry. So was Brandon Banks. Brandon Banks up to fourth now. He got around Austin Bloom. Got the 23 behind him. Brian Dixon, long green flag run guy. There he is. Up in the mix again. Trying to search for a top 5 as they come around. There's the 23 in the mix. Brandon Banks, Rowdy Motorsports driver, having a fun time with it. Lawson Peel coming around, pulling the draft of his partner. Do it. It's helping. He's gained 3 seconds in the last, 4 laps. 5 laps. Let's go. Signature Scott Wise out there cheering out. Scott having something else coming on today. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, you see that? Cato's Glasswork 25 to go. There you go. Make sure you go check that fine lady, Cara Dublé, out there on Facebook and YouTube. She'll give you all a whole lot of fun. Chris Elrod says Jake got spun early in the race and caused him to get behind. Well, I didn't miss it. I must have missed that contact. It tells me usually when people get contact like that. So, if he got spun or if he spun, DJ Thomas's incident didn't show me either. So, who knows? All right, I got to shorten that. The little extraneous display right there is making me. How about we change that to? It's killing me. There it is. 23 to go here. Oh, he texted you that? Oh. We'll look at it after the race, I'm sure. See what happened. The 3 of Lawson Peel way out front, 15.69 seconds. And I guess the draft is working because he is pulling further and further away. Go and take a look at what's going on here. Ryan Dixon moves back up in a 5th, trying to get to the inside of the 24. 24 not making it easy. There's the 23 right there. Dixon, the back and forth battle going on here. Brandon Banks up to 4th. AJ Green caught Colin Forster there for a moment. and now Colin pulling away again. AJ Green has a little bit of company in the form of Brandon Banks. Brandon Banks, inside line run. He's going to be clearing the 48 here, turn 1. It does look like 48 is going to pick up the draft. Maybe run a little bit lower line. 88, 48. It's like Jimmy Johnson, Dale Jr. running together. We saw the 48 do this earlier with Dixon, and Dixon started pulling away on the outside line just a little bit at a time and finally getting clear of him. Ryan Dixon finally gets clear of the 24 of Austin Bloom. Austin Bloom still right there in 6. Kevin Delia, there's a driver, up 8 spots, ready to rock and roll. Chris Bates still running inside the top 10. Josh Klinger is the driver he's chasing right there in front. He's got teammate Kevin Delia in front of him. Matt Roberts still trying to close the distance to Chris Bates. Ricky Williams up 10 spots. There's the number 11, Mountain Dew Machine. Ken MacArthur holding a solid top 12 position right now. Can you just think about this? You're welcome, Kara. You're absolutely welcome. The last driver on the lead lap is your top 10 car. Man, oh man. Utilize the draft. And Chris Bates is the next guy in line. Lawson Peel, 20 to go. Front stretch run. They will be, I think they'll have a lap. Some of the drivers will be close on fuel. I think Brian Dixon will be close on fuel. Anybody that pitted on lap 117, AJ Green being one of those drivers, I think they'll be close on fuel. Anybody that pitted on lap 21 or later, I think they'll be fine. And it's good for Peel because Peel's getting back and drafting some of these drivers. I mean, he is just holding on to it. Last lap won the 41.99. And it's his race to lose. The other drivers, 42.5s. 42.10 for Kevin Delia. You know, I mean, sticking around the 42 zone for Delia. He pitted on lap 120 along with the race leader. So some of the drivers able to run the 42s, 42 flats. Lawson Peel had a good run on that last one. It was a 41.9. Now he ran a 42.29. Colin Forrester, he comes around. We'll take a look at what his lap time was. His last lap time, 42.69. So, you know, see how it goes. Lawson Peel chugging along, holding on for dear life. And this guy has some tires on him. I tell you what, this guy's had 7 sets of tires. Didn't even need them. Douglas, we want Jess. We love Jess. Douglas giving shout outs to people out there. Matt Roberts trying to stay ahead of Lawson Peel. Roberge goes another lap down. Roberge's out there. He's still running. So that's, you know, Rinkin Bros still trying to finish. Trying to finish strong. Teammate Lawson Peel trying to make up that difference and maybe team points lost. Roberge in 22nd. Douglas Carlson in 21st. Those are teammates to Lawson Peel. Brian Dublé in 17th. Drinking Bros is good to go, says Kara Dublé. Brandon Banks up to second. There's the Rowdy Motorsports driver. Colin Forrester falling off. Brian Dixon up to 4th. He is catching Colin Forrester quick, fast, and hurry. AJ Green back to 5th. Austin Bloom, teammate to the 48 and the 9, back to 6th. Kevin Delia and Josh Klinger They're catching those drivers as well. Matt Roberts inside the top 10. First car lap down. Chris Bates trying to hold on for dear life. Trying to stay inside the top 10. He's got 12 seconds on the next position behind him, so he'll be good for a solid inside top 10. Tony Kivitt giving him some love out there. Josh Klinger rolling through it. Lawson Peel trying to make it 2 in a row. We're 14 to go here at the B&H IT Services 320 with the Paralyzed Veterans of America Central Florida chapter of the PVACF Central Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. And one more time as they continue to move forward, I want to make sure I get my commercials in so that way we can laugh one more time.
Hey, boss. So I was thinking for the first quarterly meeting, we could get John. Boss, you good?
Yeah, good. So you know new phones we got, right? Really awesome, saving us a lot of money. The company we got them from, B&H, what did that stand for?
I'm not sure. Did you check the website?
Yeah, check the website. You'd think it'd be there. It's not there. I don't know what to do. It's driving me crazy. Bacon and ham, maybe? Is that, no?
You said it was an IT business?
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be bacon and ham.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was thinking for the first quarterly meeting.
Todd, I don't care about the first quarterly meeting, okay? We got to figure out what B&H stands for. That's what we're focused on. You got it?
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Barbers and hairdressers? That doesn't make sense.
B&H. We make it happen.
I got it. It's boats and...
If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
You know, 10 laps to go, and got a big old thank you to all the people who follow. Charlie on a Harley, IGN Super Cooper, appreciate you. I'm sitting here looking at it. Going 10 laps to go, Lawson Peel going around James Oxford to put James 2 laps down. All good things coming to an end, and caution-free races is what's coming to an end here. My goodness, would you think 160 laps? But they did it. So far, so good. I hope everybody out there is having a fantastic evening. Thank you to all the sponsors out there for doing what they do. Thank you to B&H IT Services out there. Find them on Facebook. Find the links in our description as well. Those guys are absolutely phenomenal. They do have a team that drives for our Xfinity Series as well, B&H Racing Team. So there's a check Charlie Harcum and all those guys out. You know, a whole lot of fun. Brandon Banks moves himself up to second. Forster is in third. Green back to fourth, and Brian Dixon in fifth. I believe they might be trying to settle themselves down just a little bit. Finish where they are. I know Brian Dixon, good on the long green flag runs, but kind of makes me wonder if Brian is going to have to come to pit road anytime soon. Dixon looking like he is coming to pit road. He was just a little shy on fuel. He's coming down to pit road, a splash and go, no doubt. Lawson Peel out front, 120. 7 laps to go. Brandon Banks, Rankin Rose Racing giving a great run to their drivers out there on Facebook. Good to see that. Lawson Peel, Brandon Banks, Colin Forster, AJ Green, Austin Bloom. I believe AJ Green might be pushing the boundaries on fuel as well. We're going to see how this works. He's right there with Colin Forster. Ooh, Colin down low. Whoa, what are they doing? I know they're teammates. Is he trying to push him? I think he was trying to push him. Lawson Peel out front. Brandon Banks in second, 20 seconds right there. Lee Forster is trying to get a push from the 48. I don't know if that is going to work. It might. That draft might work just a little bit, trying to push him down the stretch. But you got to really hold on to it. And the banking just super flat right there for those drivers. So we'll see how that goes. A little clutch in. You can hear the clutch. Lawson Peel, 20.6 seconds out in front of the field. This is what a long green flag run will do. You'll run super fast. And if Lawson really wanted to, he could probably coast around. Clutch it in as hard as he can. Brian Dixon, no doubt he came in. I believe he did. He got 4 fresh and some Sunoco fuel. He's got 5 laps to get himself back on the lead lap. I don't think he'll have a problem with that. Take a look at right now, Brian Dixon in 14th. We'll go around Kevin Delia, who's in 6th. Three laps to go. Lawson Peel, Brandon Banks, Colin Forster, AJ Green, Austin Bloom. Bloom really pushing the boundaries. Bloom, AJ Green pushing the boundaries. Oh, man. You know, try to make it on fuel. Really got to make it on fuel. Lawson Peel should be able to make it just fine, I believe. 41 laps is the magic number. The 3 of Lawson Peel coming around. Brian Dixon trying to catch up. I know his lap times are 2 seconds faster than everybody else. Brian Dixon really just screaming by. It's a 24 right there. DJ Thomas still tracking down that top 10. Matt Roberts is he and Ken McCarthy, the only driver keeping him away. There's Ken McCarthy right there. McCarthy a lap down. Ricky Williams a lap down inside the top 10. Chris Bates trying to get back to where he started. Final lap, white flag waves here. As you see Lawson Peel coming around. I mean, he is going to come around too. Lawson Peel, turn 1, turn 2, has 21 seconds. He ran out of gas right here. He could make it. He could still win. Lawson Peel coming around. Brandon Banks in second. Green, Forrester, Bloom. We believe they could have made it. Peel, front stretch run. B&H IT Services 320 in the butts. Back-to-back wins for Lawson Peel. Brandon Banks. We'll be able to watch him come around the turn here. AJ Green, Brandon Banks. Solid second place finish for this driver. Williams, I think McCarthy's going to come home in a top 10 there as well. Banks, Green, Bloom coming across as well. Klinger inside the top 10. Forrester, Colin Forrester falls back to 9th. I think he ran out of fuel. He did run out of fuel. Chris Bates, there you go. Top 10 for Chris Bates. Nice job. Front Motorsports getting good team points there. AJ Green, Austin Bloom, and Colin Forrester all inside the top 10. So good points for all those drivers. Good run for this driver right here. The number 3, your winner. Here he is. Lawson Peel. "27-year-old from, Columbus, Mississippi. The B&H IT Services 320 winner. Fred the Flag Man getting some great inhalation going on right there. Good run, good run, good run for everybody. Well, Mr. Lawson Peel wins it here, and Lawson, you just did it, man. You just did it. Back-to-back wins, really stacking up the points. Some good bonus points coming up. Just a great race, and walk us through it. Early on, Sheridan, he really had it. I thought that Sheridan was going to be like your neck-and-neck competition, and But, yeah, I mean, 20 seconds, man. 20 seconds is what you finished out in front of the field. Lawson, you got me there, buddy?
Yeah, I got you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Something was going on with me. I don't know what was going on with me. All right, my man. Walk us through your race. You were doing a great job. And, I was talking about Sheridan, you and Sheridan in the very beginning, how close the racing was there. And, you started to figure it out and you started pulling them in on the long run. We always talk about you being a long run driver, but you finished 20 seconds out over the field and you passed everybody on 160 laps green flag.
Yeah, I got in behind Sheridan there on that first run and saw what he was doing there. I hadn't really raced around a lot of guys this week. Just been kind of running by myself. So kind of got my line nailed down there the first run. He unfortunately hit the wall coming off turn 4 pretty hard. One lap on that first run. I think he had some kind of issue and maybe a power surge and said he lost his monitor. So he got some damage from that. And after that, Colin was keeping pace with me for a while. And just kind of split the race up into 4 runs there. We pitted lap 40, lap 80, lap 120, and the lap 80, 120 stops. I was sputtering, running out of gas, coming down pit road, coming into my stall. So it was literally exactly the amount of fuel you needed to run 40 laps and split this race up into 3 stops there. So I was just able to kind of execute that well and not make any mistakes, get on and off pit road clean. Everybody out here was just really clean. Really great drivers, no cautions. That's pretty impressive to run 160 laps out here, all green. And I know, like I said before, it can be maybe a little boring for the viewer, a little boring broadcast, but that's where I excel, is just on these long green flag runs. I know you've heard me say it before, Jason.
Well, I tell you what, no helicopter awards today, but that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. I had a great time out here. I love these ovals. This track is a lot of fun. It's I like spreading out here, and I hate that the NASCAR guys aren't going to make it out here this year because they normally put on a great show in real life out here. But yeah, these ovals, Atlanta Auto Club. I think we got Texas in a couple of weeks. Those are my best track. We got Bristol next week, don't we, Jason?
Yep, you got
Yeah,
it.
that's a little foreign territory for me. I'm not as good there, but we'll try to survive it and maybe do a little bit cleaner race than we did last year there. That'll be interesting. So kind of change of pace, getting into short track mode for next week. But had a lot of fun out here, and thank you to everybody that's involved with us.
For sure, man. For sure. Congratulations. I appreciate you. Go ahead and give your shout outs. Do all the stuff that you do, man.
Yeah, thanks to everybody out here on the track tonight for a clean race and keeping it green the entire time. Thanks for putting on a great show, Jason, and thank you to the B&H IT Services Company for sponsoring the race tonight, and our Cup Series sponsor, the Paralyzed Veterans of America. That's awesome to be affiliated with them, and all the veterans and all of their families have sacrificed a lot for us, and so we always have our hats off to them and have them in our hearts and appreciate their service. And a lot of them have sacrificed more than others. So everybody that's served and been injured, we definitely don't forget you, and our hearts go out to you. And thank you for your service.
Absolutely fantastic. Congratulations, Lawson Peel, back-to-back wins. What do you think? Bristol's going to hold? You going to be able to hold it, or do you think it's going to be?
We'll see. It was wild there last year, and it's just the short tracks are tough for me. I mean, these ovals just kind of come more natural to me than those short tracks and the road courses. So, I'll try. We'll see what we can do. I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of craziness and action out on the track, and it's a lot of fun though. I love Bristol. I've been able to been fortunate to attend a bunch of races at Bristol, and it's just so much fun. And Atlanta too. I've been able to attend some races in Atlanta, the track we were at last week. So just love those tracks, and looking forward to it for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna have a great race next week. Good team points for you, and yeah, man, it's gonna be good. We'll see you next week at Bristol.
Jason.
You too, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Lawson Peel winning it here, and up next we'll bring in. Talk to Brandon Banks. We talked to Brandon Banks one other time last year. We're gonna do this real quick as we see him. We'll move him to where I am. Congratulations, the number 88 top 2 finish for you today. You really nailed it there, and you kind of just drove through. I mean, you were patient, you were calm, and you drove yourself to second place.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, Colin and Lawson there, they were pretty much the class of the field. We were just back there, just fuel strategy. I mean, it was just how much could you say, really? It was everybody was off on different strategies, and knew we were going to be really close. Knew Colin was maybe a lap or two shorter than me, and I was just kind of waiting, and I saw him coming back to me, and I knew he was running short, so I was trying to push the issue a little bit there, and I got around him, and I said, there's a couple of them out there. I can't believe they made it as far as they did. So great job tonight. Like I said, Lawson and them, they were just great, man.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, your lap times were comparable to his once you got it figured out. So no sneezing it there. You did a great job, and for the rowdy guys and everybody over there. So, but good day for points. You're even, I think, Ken finished inside the top 10 there too as well.
Yeah, it was a good day. So the biggest thing here is just we put a lot of practice in this week, and this track's tough. It seems I don't know if it seems very boring watching it or anything, but I mean, it was especially the way you put it at 80% fuel, that made it really a lot of strategy into it. So it was a lot of fun. Saving tires, you could run it really hard at the beginning and be dead at the end, or go the other way with it. So you just kind of had to figure it out. But definitely a good day for a rowdy team.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations. Go ahead and give yourself your 2 minutes of fame and give your shout outs out there for me.
just thanks my family, just she, parents and my wife for putting up with us and letting us do what we do every week, and you guys that do all the work behind the scenes that don't get a lot of credit. So thank you to y'all and rowdy guys. It's a good finish today.
Yeah, man. Brandon Banks, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Comes home second, and of course, does a great job for the Rowdy Motorsports team. And up next, you and your team getting heck of good points, AJ. I finally got your stinking paint scheme to work. And, so it's fun. So my favorite Tractor Keeper paint scheme is finally on the channel again. You're not doubled in. I mean, Dustin Diamond just passed away, so it's kind of like it's good memories for me. But AJ, walk us through the race. I know there at the end, I think you were pushing Colin. I'm not sure because I saw you guys. I was like, man, what are they doing? Because it looked like you bumped him pretty decent. I was like, maybe he's pushing, maybe he's getting close on fuel. I don't know what they're doing, but walk us through the race and how your day went.
Well, the beginning of the race went really well. I was saving tires pretty good. Every green flag pit stop, I was getting better and better and faster. Got close on speeding a couple times going into the pits, but yeah, the last couple laps with me and Colin, we were all cutting it close on fuel. We were all clutching in the corners, and we were racing hard like usual, and gave him a few two bad bumps that could have ended his race and possibly mine. So got to watch on not doing that again.
Yeah. Well, you remember you get bonus points for finishing with 0 exits. I'm just letting you know that. So.
Yes, I do know that.
Okay, so just don't give it too big of a bump that causes you to ruin your day and don't get a top 3 finish. Fuel strategy was a big key here. We know that. We heard that from the leaders and of course from Banks and Peel, and no doubt from your team. I'm sure you guys were talking about how many laps you could run, and 40 was kind of like the cutoff. I think I timed it pretty perfectly when it came to the 80% here. So nice. It was a nice race, nice run from our point of view. AJ, go ahead and give your shout outs out there, my friend.
Shout out to my family. They were watching. Shout out to my teammates. They got top 5s. Well, Colin got 7th. Shout out to B&H for sponsoring the race, and shout out to all the other sponsors. All right, shout out to you as well.
I appreciate you. AJ, we're going to see you next Friday and then back at it next Saturday again. So 2 races for you again, right?
Yep.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on a P3 finish here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That's going to be it for your top 3. And we will go into the race results. And the race results brought to you by Maximus Sports Cards. Make sure you go and check those guys out. I love it. I love saying that. Like, don't get me wrong. Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles was something I had to train myself to say, which it became natural. Now I have to retrain myself to do something a little bit more like, let's do it. Maximus Sports Cards going to be a big sponsor for the Signature Breaks Live, where we break out some cards, some trading cards, and see if we're going to make some money, see if you guys can make some money, and have a good thing at it. Let's go over it. Lawson Peel, Brandon Banks, AJ Green. That's your top 3. Austin Bloom, Kevin Delia. That is going to be the top 5. Good team points for OCR as well, because Kevin Delia and Josh Klinger are there inside the top 10. Colin Forrester, 3rd teammate to AJ Green, up front motorsports driver. This guy's getting good team points. Chris Bates finished inside the top 10, finished right where he started. So that's kind of a big deal for me, because I like finishing where I start. You guys know that. And still in the lead lap. Last car in the lead lap. Ricky Williams, number 11, finishes in 9th. Ken MacArthur in 10th. Matt Roberts finishes 11th, right behind team owner right there. So good day for Rowdy Motorsports, getting some good team points. DJ Thomas works his way back up into 12th. Brian Dixon, he was a lap down, but it was all about fuel strategy there. So he comes back and finishes 13th. James Hoskins, Daniel Helm, James Oxford, Brian Dublé, Jake Elrod, all those guys kicking butt and taking names. Congratulations to them. And we will move on down race results all the way to, I think Brandon Sheridan was the last guy that we saw in unfortunate circumstances with Brandon. I know that he had some damage on the right side, just kind of slowing him up. Chris Roberge, the 22, same thing, had a little right side damage. We'll have to take a look. And we do have some things that we have to take a look at, a couple of incidents that were behind the scenes that I didn't get to see. Thank you to Ryan Newman, 2021 champion, champ out there on Twitch for putting us some hydrates out there. Thank you very much. I like the hydrates. It reminds me to drink water and to also make sure that we tell you guys to drink water. Biggest mover of the race was a tie. Josh Klinger, Ricky Williams, both of them, 12 spots. Nice. Very good. Man, it was fun. Tomorrow, join us again. Joe Sixpack Racing tomorrow afternoon, and then tomorrow evening, Real Racing Online Dirt Series. We'll have that as well. Monday, you're going to be able to join us for the Ryco Development League Dirt Series. Ryco Motorsports. Kind of dig them. Hope everybody has a great night. No cards to open tonight, but I will put out that list we were talking about before when it comes to the cards that we have. So I do appreciate you guys, and I appreciate everything that you do, and I appreciate everybody. If you can, get out there, donate, get out there, and do what you do. And we love you. We appreciate you. Have a great night. And I'm going to eat dinner. Peace, love, hip, grease.